more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Bavarians is for your man and you too.
What's that you say? No Boulder Dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to The Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, breaking the seal all over the finer things of life, Greg, Scott, and Dan.
That is us. We are them. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We are The Unfiltered Gentleman. You made it. You're here. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. Most importantly, thanks for drinking. I am Greg. That is Scott.
I'm back.
And that is Dan.
I am also back.
Everyone happens to be back.
We're all back.
That's true.
Yeah, we made it, everybody.
Yeah, wow, it's crazy.
So proud of us.
Back from the dead.
Whoa! Don't know why.
Still got that leash?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, we can't. No reminiscing of the last
Yeah.
week.
No. I trashed at least.
Yeah. The burp word of the week, if you're new to the show, burp word is an attempt. Any attempt at burping must be made as the burp word. We can't just openly burp on the mic. The burp word of the week is beercation. Beercation, because I'm going to talk about mine. And shout out to the top listening, I almost said shitty, Jesus Christ. That'll actually get funnier in a minute. City of last week, which was Asheville, North Carolina.
Wow.
Yes, recently visited Asheville, North Carolina.
That's right.
Had a lot of fun with their tasty beer and less fun with their racism. Actually, that's not fair. Asheville was not the racist part. Is where we were staying just outside of Asheville in the mountains.
Really?
Yeah. I think I talked, I don't know how deeply I got into the racism part because I didn't want to,
Probably not enough.
yeah, it's possible. Oh, you know what? That was a show you missed. I think you were having Flintstone car problems.
Son of a bitch.
And I talked about all the racism and Shannon.
that's right.
yeah.
Shannon filled in, and she was able to corroborate my stories,
Yes.
which was great. So, anyways, Asheville proper, we love you. Racist outside Asheville, less.
Wow.
Not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much.
That's a shame.
Yeah, but hey, beer girls in Asheville, so
True
you know
dat.
they're doing something right. Hashtag show us your beers when you're on the social medias and posting up some sweet beer pics. Don't forget to rate and subscribe iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, whatever you're on. We're on it. Make sure you rate and subscribe. Helps other people find us. Helps us help you help them. Stuff. I'm feeling a little bit sober. Let's get right into some tasty, tasty beers.
Grab your libations, pals. It's time for beer of the week.
And if you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend. And I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer.
We are having ourselves a beer. I'll talk about in just a minute my beercation to Colorado that we took. This is the favorite one. We brought back a few. This is my favorite that we brought back. I hope you enjoy it. This is Elevation Beer Company's Mosaic IPA. It's a single hop IPA. Only Mosaic. 6%, 0 IBUs.
Wow.
What the fuck?
3.94 and Untapped.
Wow.
Very short description. Mosaic IPA is a single hop ale brewed with only Mosaic hops. Aromas of mango, lemon, and blueberry make this IPA pretty juicy. 0 IBUs,
How
my
can you
friend.
do that, man?
You got to do all late hop editions.
We had an IPA last week that did everything wrong. And here's one that did everything right with no IBUs.
Yeah.
How the hell?
So it's got to be all late hop edition. So, you can do like let's say a standard IPA, you're doing a 60-minute boil. And where all the IBUs are coming from, most of them are coming from that hop edition that you put in right at the 0 mark, the 60-minute mark.
Okay.
So that way they sit there for an hour and boil for an hour. And that's when you really get all those alpha acids and you get all the bitterness from it.
Uh-huh.
And then like you dump in some at 45 minutes and it's like you still get some bitterness. And even 30 minutes, you're really getting some of that bitterness out. Less than 30 minutes, you're getting a whole lot less bitterness than like, say, the hour mark.
Okay.
So what they probably did was they waited till they turned the fire out. They call it flame out, and they do a whirlpool where they start literally whirlpooling the beer to help clear it up. Dump some hops in. And so at this point, it's not boiling. They've probably brought it down to like 170, 160 degrees or something like that. Dumping hops in. And then after that, of course, they're dry hopping. And that you don't really get any bitterness when you do it that way because you're not boiling the hops.
Interesting.
So you get a lot of juiciness. That's where like a lot of the hazies have mostly late hop additions. So you get a lot of that juiciness, a lot of hop flavor without the bitterness.
Wow, interesting. And you can really smell the mosaic on there.
Oh,
I think.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's coming through nice and bright.
It's like beer science.
It really. Oh yeah, wrong song.
That was beer science.
Yeah, I really get a lot of like the mango on the nose. That's really a little bit of pine as well.
Yeah, a little bit of the pine, but yeah, I really smell those hops, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mosaic. I'm like,
Yeah, on the tongue, I kind of get kicked with a little bit of tropical fruit. Follows up with that piney dankness in a good way. I love the shit out of this beer.
it's amazing.
Yeah. In fact, let's just get right into it. I'll tell you about my Colorado trip, and
Yeah.
and then I don't have to.
By the way, I'm drinking mine from my Angel Cup.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Ellie and
shit.
Callie provided
Yes,
Angel
yes.
Cup 2 weeks in a row. Hasn't helped him yet.
Not really.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have given him that Angel Cup. I think it
Hey.
jinxed the team.
Hey, she wanted to keep the Angels on her mind.
Yeah,
That didn't
true.
jinx the team.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about beer things.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for crotch talk.
No grievance here. I want to talk about my beercation to Colorado. So the lady friend and I had to go to Colorado a couple weeks ago. We're there for a family member's wedding. And we don't just go to Colorado and go to weddings. We go to all the breweries we can pass.
Of course.
So we went to this little town called Salida. It's up in the mountains. It's about a 3-hour drive from Denver. It's way up high. The elevation's insane. It was so bad. Like we stayed at this Airbnb that was on the second floor. And I'd get up the stairs, and by the time I got up the stairs,
Yeah.
you guys need a Gatorade. Like it was bad. Like I go to Colorado all the time. Like we'll go to Colorado Springs or Denver or whatever. I never have a problem with the altitude. This was like another 3,000 feet on top of that, and it was like, okay, you win.
That's crazy.
Starting to turn into Batman there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Where do I? Air's really thin. So we went to Salida. They have well, it's not fair. They have one brewery in Salida, one brewery in the little tiny, I don't know if I want to call it a town next door called Poncha Springs. The one in Salida is Soulcraft Brewing. The one next door is Elevation. That's what we're drinking is the Elevation. Elevation was the fucking winner of the two. Soulcraft had some good beers. They also had some not so good beers.
No.
They just had some, I don't want to say bad, just not great. Elevation, we literally liked everything we tried.
Really?
It was funny. They had both some Soulcraft, but they also had the whole 4-core lineup of Elevation at the wedding in cans. And we tried them. We're like, they're fine. Like, they're good. They're not great. They're not bad. They're just good. And then we went to the brewery, and we had everything that they had on the board except for the core, the 4 of them. Holy shit. So good. And this was my favorite of the day, this Mosaic IPA. I loved the shit out of it. Couldn't get enough. I couldn't get enough of it. I had to bring some home. So we went to Elevation. Soulcraft had a really good hazy pale. It was delicious. That was my favorite from them. We also had Eddie Line Brewing that's up in that area. We, on our way to Salida, drove through South Park, Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
It's funny. I had no idea we were going to. And we were just on our drive, like 2 hours into our drive. And all of a sudden I was like, that sign says South Park.
So did you guys become cartoon characters?
We
when you-
did, yeah. I went and killed Kenny. It was great.
Oh, wow. Not
yeah.
again.
I had no, and you know what's funny? They have a brewery. They have South Park Brewing.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to stop. On the way there, we were late for something. On the way back, they hadn't opened yet.
Oh.
I was a little sad, but
Damn it.
yeah, there's not even a McDonald's in South Park. It's tiny. There's like a gas station,
But they got a brewery.
but they got a brewery and a wine tasting room.
And Shitty Walk?
And that's early when I said shitty on
You
accident.
stupid Mongolians.
I was dying, and I was like, "Oh, it's South Park." Lady friend's like, "Yeah, what do you mean?" I was like, "South Park." She's
God,
like, "Yeah."
I love that show. I
was like-
still watch
I
that.
was like, "The show, you know the show, South Park?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "We're there. This is South Park." Oh, didn't put it together. She didn't know it was a real place, like based on a real
Most
place.
people
I didn't
don't.
either.
Yeah, it really is. I was there. Saw the bus driver. You know.
Yeah.
What did you say?
It's a little.
Rabbits eat lettuce.
Isn't it a really little town?
So tiny.
Right.
Couple of stoplights, a gas station, one brewery.
Snow.
That's it.
Snow.
It's always
well, no
snow.
snow when I
All
was
year
there.
round.
Summer.
Wait,
but,
what?
yeah, not quite. Sorry.
Yeah, the show lied to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Boy, they tricked me.
Some like 9-year-old dead on the side of the street.
And
Orange
BB.
hoodie.
yeah, yeah. Another fat kid walking down the street. Is that show still on?
Yeah.
Is it?
So.
I mean, I've been watching reruns, but I don't know if they're making new shows.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I am almost certain if The Simpsons are still on, South Park is still on.
It was last year. I remember last season it was still on.
Oh, wow.
And I'm watching for it to restart.
Interesting.
Since I moved, I got a new DVR. So I got to check everything to get the new shows.
Re-record everything.
Yeah.
So we drove through South Park.
Cool.
Elevation, really good. Soulcraft had some good stuff. We on our way in, we landed in Denver. We went right over to Jagged Mountain Brewing, had a great interview with Alyssa over there, the head brewer. You can find her on the social medias. She's at Southern Beer Girl. Everybody knows Southern Beer Girl. I don't know if you know her first name. So Alyssa Thorpe, head brewer over at Jagged Mountain, had a really good interview that'll come out in a little bit. They had, sometimes you walk in these breweries, and it's a fairly small one. Jagged Mountain's fairly small, and you just don't know what it's going to be like. It's like, I hope it's good. Like, they don't distribute really outside the area. I hope this isn't bad. I hope I'm not trying to it's good. Oh my God, everything was phenomenal.
It's awesome.
Surprisingly good. Like, I walked in and she was a little late, and the guy's like, oh yeah, she'll be here in a few minutes. You want a beer? I was like, yeah, just give me a pale, because you can never go wrong with the pale ale. I was like, holy shit, this is so good. The lady friend got a Kolsch. It was one of the better Kolsch's we've had in a long time.
Oh man,
which is not easy. Like Kolsch's, they tend to fuck up a lot. And we went. She even. We went through this whole flight of stuff. We had some really great beer. At the end, we had already finished. She's like, look, you don't have to like this. It's fine, but I want to pour you something. So they have this 1-barrel pilot system in the back where they do all their test batches. And if somebody gets kind of like a hair up their ass, they just go ahead, make it. And so her assistant brewer is like, I want to try something. And it was a black pineapple coconut IPA.
Holy shit.
For what it was not bad. It was surprisingly drinkable. Like,
really?
She's like, you don't have to like this. It's fine. And I was like, this is actually not that bad.
Get the fuck.
You can never drink more than one.
I bet.
Like, it's like drinking an IPA in a Mountains bar put together.
Fuck. That sounds so experimental.
It really was.
Yeah.
And it was surprisingly delicious.
Unbelievable.
So did that, hung out with Alyssa for a while. She's great. She's a lot of fun and knows her shit and makes phenomenal beer. Like, very, very good. I didn't even that IPA, the weird IPA, wasn't bad.
Wow.
So if you guys are in Denver, please check out Jagged Mountain. Interview to come shortly. On the way back, as we were flying out of Colorado, we stopped through Denver again, hung out with listener Davis and his friend Brian. They're the ones that came out here a few months ago, met them at Integrin. They brought us some Colorado beers that we had on the show. Hung out with them at this place called Bierstadt. It was suggested to me by Alyssa from Jagged Mountain. She's like, "It's when I'm not here, this is where I go." So we went, and it's like Denver's Integrin.
Oh, really?
It's all lagers, a couple pilsners, but like all German style.
German
beers.
style. Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're Helles, and this is how I really judge a brewery. If they have a Helles, I'm like, I'm going to compare this up to lightest one. Really good. Really good Helles. It was very, very good. So they also had food. They had some German foods. We had some like sausages and stuff. Really good food. Hung out with Davis, Brian, and one of their other friends. Had a great time, and then got a little loaded and had to go back to the airport.
Oh, man. Sounds like they had some good beer.
Yeah, they did. And you get you had a lot of beer when you get loaded off of lagers and pilsners.
That's true.
Those are some low ABVs.
Yeah.
So they even had a pretty good Dunkel. And it was really good. I guess when a brewer tells you to go to another brewery, they know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
that's
good.
So yeah, so if you're in the Denver area, go to Bierstadt. The funny thing was, Integrin's social media had a picture of Chris Integrin. He had to go to Denver for something. He was at Bierstadt.
Oh yeah. Shit.
I was like, all right, well, obviously I made a good choice. So
he endorses it.
Oh, and he's the king of lagers.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Love Integrin.
Yep.
Let's put that out there.
We're whores for Integrin.
That's right.
Very big whores. So I think that was everything that I need to cover on the trip. Went through South Park, like I said. What else? That's yeah, exactly. The one thing I will say about Salida, Colorado is they have the world's worst food on the face of this planet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like everybody says don't go to England. They have horrible food. Like, no, don't go to Salida. They have horrible food. It's
Really?
disgusting. Yeah. It's this tiny little town where either you're a tourist or you're retired, and they kind of have you trapped because it's out in the middle of nowhere. You're not going to drive to the next town over 30 minutes just to get some fucking lunch. Everything is crazy expensive and tastes like shit.
Really?
Yeah. And I have a family member that lives there, and he's suggesting places. And one place he goes, "This is the best place in town." We went, we fucking hated it. I was like, "Oh my god, if this is the best place in town!" And we tried a few other. It was all bad. It was all horrible to the point where since we had an Airbnb, we had a kitchen. We just went to the store and bought our own stuff.
Some food. Okay.
Yeah, we cooked the rest of our shit. Like, this is awful.
Damn.
Garbage.
Would you have rather ate at Burger King if they had one?
No, but you know what's funny? We ate at a burger joint that was in a former Burger King.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like, it still had the Burger King floor.
Did it really?
Yeah, it's still like the table we sat at was in where the Playland used to be. Like, you know, like the glass that comes out, like extends. That's where it was very clearly a Burger King.
How funny.
Yeah, they didn't really do any upgrades to it. Even the food wasn't very upgraded.
Oh.
So don't go to Salida if you like good food.
Ugh.
But do go check out Soulcraft and Elevation, Salida and Poncha Springs. They're really good stuff. I think that's it for me. No complaints over here. Scott, you went to the DMV.
I had a DMV experience.
Was it as good as mine?
I don't think so. I mean, it wasn't as bad as yours.
Oh, good.
It was just
you need 8 forms. None of these are acceptable.
It was kind of a hassle. I mean, we were planning on going because both the wife and I, our licenses expire this year. So we're like, let's get our license renewed and our real ID all at the same time.
Oh, yeah, just knock it out.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of not getting an appointment in time, so I had to do them separately.
Oh, okay.
So, but you got a little bit of time.
Okay.
Your birthday hasn't hit yet.
Right,
You've got a month or so.
So what we were waiting for was the wife couldn't find her Social Security card.
Oh, yeah, I don't have one.
You really?
Oh, yeah. I had to bring a W-2.
Oh, okay. She was going to go to the Social Security office and get one. And then once she did that, well, it just so happened like one night I was asleep and she was, bored silly because I was...
Sancho was out of town.
Sancho wasn't there.
Yeah.
Anyway, she was, cleaning and looking and she came across her Social Security card.
Oh, nice.
So the next morning she told me, hey, I found my Social Security card. And then the following day I was going to leave work early. I had to take some vacation time, so I was going to leave work. She says, so if you're leaving work early, I'll leave work early, and we'll just, take a chance and not have an appointment and just go.
Did you happen to go to the one by my house?
Yes.
Okay.
So we went to the one by your house. We got there like at around 3 or 4 in the afternoon on a Friday.
Okay.
So I'm expecting, oh, geez,
it doesn't sound good.
Where's that leash? I just want to hang myself.
Oh, no.
So anyway, we got there, and the line wasn't really long, so we waited maybe 20 minutes.
Oh, which is about what I waited at least that for an appointment.
Okay, so we waited. So we went up there, and when they called my number first, so the wife says, ask her if we can just go together.
Yeah.
So I asked the lady, hey, can me and my wife go together? And her response was, nope, you're both adults.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, I beg to differ, bitch.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, so we're going through the forms, and I gave her my passport. Your passport's expired. I go, oop, I didn't realize that.
Shit.
Okay. So I gave her some other forms. She goes, these forms aren't working.
Oh, this is all sounding real familiar.
Yeah. And so she goes, hold on. So she walked down to the window where my wife was, and she came back with something. I don't know what. She goes, here, your wife gave me this. This is good. I said, see, we're not all adults. Trying to be funny.
Right.
Nothing.
Oh, no.
No. Crickets.
Yeah.
Crickets.
They're dead inside.
Oh, yeah. So we went through all that, and she told me...
It's dark in there.
Yeah.
And it's funny, because she told me at this window, she goes, we can do your license and your real ID on one card. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Cool.
That's the whole thing.
The lady at my wife's window said, no, you need 2 cards.
That's what I fucking hate about the government, man.
So anyway, we're going back and forth. So the wife says, you know what? I'm just going to be safe. I'm just going to get both cards, and, we'll take our chance. I mean, ended up, we only need 1 card.
Yeah.
So anyway,
spoiler alert.
Yeah,
she's an idiot.
Yes. I mean, there's like 3 windows down, and their answers are totally the opposite.
How weird.
I want to say, can you guys go talk to each other? But
right.
I don't think they even talk to each other there.
I love at a government place like the DMV to go, can I speak to your supervisor?
Yeah.
Because they just start laughing.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I don't know who it is.
Pop copy.
So it went, besides that, it went, kind of, smooth.
Okay.
Did our picture thing and all that, and
yeah,
got out of there like within an hour. So.
That's pretty good. I had an appointment. It took me a little over an hour.
Yeah.
So no appointment. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad, all things considering. Sounds like he still hassled you and you still got out.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, I went one time when we moved. I was going to do my change of address thing.
Yeah.
I went to one of the DMVs close to where I live.
Okay.
I stood there for an hour and didn't move. It was on a Monday morning.
Oh, yeah.
I finally left. I came to one where you, close to your house.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Stood there for an hour and didn't move. And I left there too. And I finally found out, I can do this Oh, I went to the AAA, and AAA said, "Oh, you can do it here."
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
I do as much as I can
yeah,
at AAA.
that's what I was trying to do. So yeah, even like our license renewal, our registration renewal, I did that online. I don't even.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm not Mr. Good Luck DMV like Dan over here.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Over there bragging like, I never have a problem at the DMV.
Get it now in 30 minutes.
I don't know if the other states are like, but California's DMV is like the worst place to go.
Yeah.
Well, like I said before, like the guy who I had, the one nice guy, like told me, he's like, we're so backwards. Like our computers are running like Windows 95 and it's like, we don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. And I think California is the last or one of the last states to get the real ID thing. Like it kind of rolled out in stages, and California was real slow to jump on that bandwagon. In fact, it was funny when I was in Colorado drinking with Davis, I just gotten my real ID, and he had just listened to the episode where I talked about being the DMV, and he's like, "Oh man, we don't really have that. What's a real ID?" And he's asking me about it. I was like, "Oh, you need it to get on a plane. Like you had to bring all this documents to show who you are and where you live, and like they do a background check." He's like, "Oh, that's how it is out here. Like that's just normal getting your license." Really? He goes, "We didn't have to change anything. In fact, I think it was less stringent once they put in these new rules. Like apparently Colorado, it's a huge pain in the ass to get your license."
How weird.
Yeah, out here it's like all you got to do is show up.
Well, yeah, at the time.
Yeah, show up and take a test.
Now it's probably a little trickier.
Well, if you want your real ID, it's trickier.
Yeah.
If you just want a regular license that doesn't get you on airplanes, it's still as easy as ever. So I guess in Colorado, I don't know how other states are, but Colorado, it's like huge process. You bring all this shit in to prove who you are. And he was talking about somebody he knew who like had a weird parent situation. She didn't have a birth certificate, and
that's funny.
It took months finding her, like trying to track down her original birth certificate, which was a different state, and like just to get a fucking driver's license so she could go to work. Was like this whole process. Had to hire a lawyer.
Oh wow,
that is weird because you would think California would be a little more stricter, considering that Tijuana is like 30
right
minutes
there.
away.
It's literally a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yep, it literally is.
Yeah.
But one of my coworkers who was born in Mexico, and he has to now go down to the city he was born to get his birth certificate.
Oh, he has to go to Mexico to get a birth certificate?
He's they won't send it to him, and then or anything. So now you have to actually come in person and get it. And he's like, oh, geez. And he's scared to death of Mexico. He was born there.
How funny.
I mean, that's why he's scared of it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
He knows. He's not stupid. So, well, I'm glad you made it out alive.
Yeah, we survived. It's
good.
over with, thank God.
Good. Everybody else doing good? Dan, you feeling all right?
Yeah, doing good. I've just been watching some FIBA World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball. On cleaninguptheglass.com, I did have an article. I totally forgot to mention it last time because I was so choked up about my dog. But
that and the good beer.
Yeah, and the good beer. That's true. But I was just kind of writing how the America team is going to lose because you will lose because they're too young. They're in their 20s, their early 20s, and all these other teams are in their like late 20s to 30s basically. And just been watching that. It's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, I read that and I agree.
Yeah.
There's just not enough experience.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like if you even look at the 92 team and the Dream Team, like, yeah, they had some great talent. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, it's no coincidence. Jordan, 29. Magic Johnson, 32.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley, 29. Like, their youngest players, not named Christian Laettner, were Scottie Pippen and David Robinson, who were 26 years old. Like, these guys are babies and they're going to get worked.
And how old they were Scottie Pippen and David Robinson.
On top of all that. That's true.
Yeah,
not Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum.
I'm sorry, who?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I believed you so much I haven't watched any of it.
Is that right? Oh, it's been good. Like, like I said, I kind of feel like this is really good basketball. You think like the NBA this year, the MVP was Greek. The defensive player of the year was French.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rookie of the year was Slovenian. And then the most improved player was Cameroon.
Okay.
Yeah, and was it Pascal Siakam from the Raptors?
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a global game. Even in the NBA, it's very global.
It's finally getting there.
It really is. So, just really enjoying some good basketball for a change.
Hey, if Team USA needs some experience, I hear Melo's available.
Oh, God.
He tried.
Yeah. He's part of the problem here.
Yeah, he really is.
Good Lord.
He still plays like a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
Not in the good way.
They wouldn't even let him try out. That was so funny.
What's the point?
Yeah.
We all know Melo. What, going to surprise us?
Yeah, we know that guy.
Yeah.
A joke.
All of a sudden start hitting his threes?
Yeah, if LeBron doesn't want the Lakers to sign him, there's no hope for this guy. That's his homeboy, and he doesn't want him.
Yeah, even LeBron knows.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Taco Tuesday, no Melo.
Now, can I ask you something real quick?
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't what's it called? El Torito? Didn't they have Taco Tuesday?
Yeah, El Torito, Mexican restaurant out here in California.
And they had Taco Tuesday.
Oh, absolutely.
So why is LeBron trying to patent Taco Tuesday?
Yeah, he did file for a trademark.
Yeah.
For Taco Tuesday.
It's a very happy birthday thing of him.
Yeah, I don't know how you can win or how you can get it.
You can.
You can?
I mean,
I guess if they didn't, I guess he could.
Yeah, if somebody won happy birthday.
Now, here's the thing. He's trademarking it for like social media and web presence, not for like food distribution. So like technically El Torito or whatever Mexican restaurant could still trademark it. I think they all figured like we don't need to trademark it because it's Taco and Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, a hint of alliteration.
Yeah.
It's for the people, really.
Yeah.
Come
for
on.
the children.
Exactly. I don't know. All he's going to do, if he patents this and says, I'm going to make a shitload of money every time someone says Taco Tuesday, all that's going to happen is no one's ever going to say Taco Tuesday ever again.
Right.
That's what's going to happen.
We're going to be like folded up tortilla with meat Tuesday.
Yeah. And every time he does this stupid ass video of him saying Taco Tuesday, we're going to say, go to fucking hell, because we can't say that anymore, you asshole.
Yeah, nothing will turn us faster.
That's right.
We already don't like you.
That's right.
Don't make it worse.
They'll change it to Tamale Tuesday or something.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, wait a minute.
Tostada Tuesday.
I could there
get
you
on
go. I like
board
tostada.
with that.
Ooh, Taquito Tuesday?
Ooh.
You know,
Who doesn't love a good taquito?
Or Tequila Tuesday.
Oh, there we go.
Jim Gaffigan
Tequila
is
Tuxedo.
a comedian.
Yeah,
and he had said, he's, anyone confused about Mexican food, be like, oh, what's a burrito? It's like, oh, we take a tortilla and we put meat and vegetables and all this stuff in there. What's a tostada? Oh, we take a tortilla with beans in it. It's like all the same shit, man. So you're right. We really could do
we just
like,
fold it differently.
yeah,
that's all.
tostada Tuesday would probably be the way to go.
Some get folded, some get rolled. Yeah.
It's all the same ingredients.
Yeah, if LeBron starts making money on it, I will absolutely stop saying Taco Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, we have
Fuck
to.
that guy.
Yeah. We have to.
Yeah, just like as much as I love Pat Riley, him and his fucking three-peat trademark. Fuck you, Pat Riley.
Oh, man.
You can't trademark three-peat. I mean,
No.
he did, but you can't.
So everybody stopped saying it.
Yeah. It's like NBA is like, we were going to say it a lot, and then you're a dick. So we don't want you getting more money from us.
How did he trademark that?
Well, Lakers had won 2 in a row back when he was the coach, and it was him and someone else. Like, we're partners, right? If I'm remembering this correctly. And he went, and he's like, we're going to win a third time. I'm going to trademark the shit out of
And
that.
then they didn't.
Because the NBA will want to
did.
use it. No, they didn't.
Oh, they didn't?
No.
Oh, I thought they did. Okay, go ahead.
I don't think they did.
Well, your memory is much better than mine.
Dan would really know.
Yeah, even when they repeated, it took 7 games for them to beat the Pistons.
Yeah.
But didn't they win 3 years?
That year after they had repeated, they lost to the Pistons. Like they got swept.
Oh,
They got
okay.
fucked up.
Yeah, I think that was the year prior to that getting fucked up, I think, is when he had trademarked it.
Probably.
Like, we're going to go again, and then he trademarked it, jinxed the team.
Oh.
And because I remember in like, what was it, like 11-12 when they won back-to-back? Right? 2011,
Oh,
2012?
yeah.
That's when they went back-to-back, right?
The Heat, right?
No, Lakers.
Heat and
11-12.
When did Lakers recently,
Heat
more
Celtics.
recently,
Was it 9 and 10?
9 and 10?
9 and 10,
11?
correct.
Okay. So when the Lakers won the 2 in a row again,
Yeah.
that's when they started talking about like, oh yeah, they could be 3. And I remember like one of the announcers said 3-peat, and the other one's like, we can't say that. And then like they did this whole thing on like why they couldn't. Like they had at that point you have to address it. You
Well,
said
yeah.
that you can't say it.
I mean, didn't the Bulls, three-peat twice?
but they never said
At
that.
least.
They
They
never
never
said
did? Are you
3-peat.
sure?
I mean, maybe they did, but they had to pay Pat Riley at that point.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got the trademark on
what
3-peat.
a dickbag.
Right?
Yeah.
Makes you question that Laker dynasty, doesn't
It
it?
really does.
Fucking Pat Riley.
I know.
Sitting down there in Miami like a bitch.
I swear to God, even the Lakers when they won, I think Kobe had like a jacket that said 3-peat on it. Like
Well,
that,
it jinxed
Oh,
it.
really?
yeah. Well, I mean, they did 3-peat,
Yeah.
but he probably had to pay Pat Riley to put down the jacket.
Maybe.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So he owns that trademark. Somebody's going to look this up and find out that I'm completely wrong. But I'm pretty sure. Because I remember them
I
talking
would
about
love
TV.
for you to be wrong because this sounds diabolic.
Like, it's too good for me to be wrong.
It's
Like, I can't
terrible.
make this shit up. So
It's terrible.
somebody will fact check me.
Hopefully.
All right. Old timey word of the week. Dark Coley. Dark Coley. It's a married man that keeps a mistress who he visits only at night.
Of course.
Yeah.
When else would you visit a mistress?
Right.
I mean, in broad daylight? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Broad, I get it. Yeah, so Dark Coley. Yeah, because, who's going to go out at noon? Visit their mistress.
Yeah, you see your broad in the daylight,
Yeah,
but you see your mistress at night.
Hey-o.
Oh.
All right, let's class things up.
This one's a classy dame with a great palate. It's Beer Babe of the Week.
It is, and her name is Kyla. Or maybe it's Kayla. I'm going with Kyla.
I'm going with Kayla.
It's Kyla.
She can correct us.
Okay, please correct us, Kayla. You can find her on the grams at I'mABeer_KY for Kyla. So we'll call her Kai. IMABEER_KY.
Shit. I'm going with Kyla.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
Kyla, right? Yeah.
I will concede.
Now that you're reading it. In this photo, she is drinking something tasty from Monkish Brewing. Who doesn't like a good beer from Monkish Brewing? Hard to get, easy to enjoy. So make sure you go find her on the grams at I'mABeer_Kai.
I'm a
KY.
beer. You're a beer. We're a beer. Because we're all beers.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
She should have somebody do that for her. Have that
something.
song, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, you just did.
I think so.
Yeah, exactly. Trademark that shit.
I will.
Just like 3-peat.
But yeah, I know, huh?
Blew your mind with that, didn't I?
A little bit. Well, it was from what? All that. Keenan and Kel, the Good Burger.
Oh, I was trying to think of it.
They're
What the
saying,
fuck is that from?
I'm a dude. You're a dude.
Yep.
She's a dude. We're all dudes.
Now it's all making sense.
Correct.
All right, we got a bullpen beer to get to. We also got some news. Let's start with just a little bit of news while we pass this beer around.
Okay.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
Yes, it is. So the California ABC is investigating Amazon for their alcohol delivery service. Apparently they're in trouble for that. The California Department of Alcohol Beverages Control has opened an investigation.
I was like, California ABC? What the fuck is that?
ABC.
Uh-huh.
Investigation into Amazon Prime's Now Beer, Wine, and Spirits delivery service in the state after wine database and news outlet Wine Searcher reported possible violations of California liquor law. According to California liquor law, alcohol delivery services are required to have a brick-and-mortar store that operate for at least half the hours of their delivery operation. Alcohol laws in this country are so insane. When a Wine Searcher reporter went to visit the e-commerce giant's brick-and-mortar location at 3334 North San Fernando Road in Los Angeles, there was no storefront to be found, the website reported, and the reporter claimed he could only find an associate's entrance to Amazon Flex Delivery Partners, its private delivery service. They also alleged that Amazon, which was issued a liquor license in February, violated its license in several ways, including not displaying alcohol beverages for sale, not having alcohol beverages available for sale, and not posting store hours.
Huh.
Why you got to be a narc?
Right?
No one's mad that Amazon is delivering booze.
Nobody likes a
no.
narc.
Yeah, no one likes a tattletale.
Right.
Snitches get stitches for a reason.
That's true. Big stitches.
Yeah, big ones.
That's right.
Who is it? Wine Searcher. So go fuck off, Wine Searcher.
What's wrong with them?
Just go drink some wine.
That's right. Chill out, yo.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know why they're so fucking up about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's just like the internet. You know what I mean? They're probably, they got to be uppity about something.
Right. They're not following the rules.
Mhm.
You're getting wine and beer delivery.
Nothing to complain about. Everyone's being
Yes.
happy. You want them to drive and get it?
Thank you.
Fuckers.
Even worse.
Yeah, really.
Even worse. You want him to call Scott to drive him to get
Oh,
it?
shit.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Nobody
But it
wants
won't-
that.
He'll never get there, but
Yeah.
I'll give it my best shot.
Right.
Right. That's why Amazon.
Here's your empty container, sir.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't get my beer and you drove all over the sidewalk.
Right.
Are you kidding? Who's going to replace my front door now?
You said door delivery.
It's true.
Brought it to your porch, man.
There you go, buddy.
Technically.
Yep.
You didn't have to get outside.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
AB.
By the way, I'm that nerd.
Oh, did you look it up?
They didn't three-peat until 2000, 2001, 2002.
Oh, okay. That's
Shaq
when it
and
was.
Kobe era.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when they trademarked it?
No,
No,
he
no.
trademarked it back in 88,
Oh.
but they didn't actually do it until later 2000.
Right.
Back
So there.
when Fat Shaq was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was fat.
I wasn't talking shit about Shaq. Yes, you were, Kobe. You called him fat.
Did you hear what he said recently? where they would have won a lot more titles if Shaq.
No, that's what I'm saying. If he was in shape,
he just said that like a week ago.
There was a couple weeks. He was like, we would have won more titles.
Not lying.
Right, if Shaq was in shape, and then he went to say like, I wasn't dissing Shaq. It's like, yes, you were. You were calling him fat. He was fat.
Indirectly.
And then they both start dissing Dwight Howard.
Well, who wouldn't? I'm dissing Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I know.
Dude's not even fat and he can't play ball.
We're going to be dissing him when the Lakers don't win the championship.
Oh, God,
he's just going to be the scapegoat.
I don't want to divulge into this.
Okay,
but,
well,
I mean,
I can't believe they signed him.
I will say
I
that
guess we took a left turn, but
on Kobe's behalf, because I'm always defending Kobe. I will say that I don't really see it as an insult. Of course, Shaq saw it as an insult because Shaq's very immature, and he still is.
And he was legitimately out of shape.
Yeah,
Dude was fat.
So that's no lie. But to say that, I mean, nobody's won 12 championships in the history of basketball. But to say that you were that talented, that had you really committed yourself, and you know you didn't, but had you really done it, you would have been the best player ever. We'd be saying Michael who?
Right.
That's a compliment, I think.
That's true. I guess he's saying, like, had you kind of put a little effort into it, you would have been...
Which is imagine? Doubled Michael?
Well, and it's how I feel about Bynum and Dwight Howard. Had they put a little fucking effort into it, they'd been great players.
Well, poor Bynum, his legs couldn't,
They couldn't handle the lanes.
They couldn't, yeah. He was breaking himself all over the place, poor guy.
With those strikes.
Howard, though, for
couldn't
sure.
pick up his spares.
He's fucking around too much.
So, all right, we're sorry. No more Lakers talk.
Yeah,
that's right.
Sorry.
Back to beer. Anheuser-Busch has acquired a Peruvian craft brewery by the name of Barbarian Brewing. So AB InBev, a couple weeks ago, does not want Kona and the rest of the portfolio from Craft Beer Alliance, but they go by this Barbarian Brewery that no one's ever heard of. So weird. I don't know what's going on.
They could market it, I think. Something about barbarian. It's just an awesome word.
Maybe that's what it is.
You know, I could see it in a commercial.
Yeah.
With some fucking psychopath.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's the Bud Light Knight versus the Barbarian.
Something like that.
There you go.
Oh, shit. You fucking did
Trademark.
it. Yeah, you better.
God damn it.
Oh, man. You got to take that idea away from them.
I got to edit that out.
That was too good.
That was too good.
Oh, man.
Shit. I got a trademark there. Sure. All right. Does everybody have their beer poured?
Yes.
We're all ready.
All right. Let's make that
I got
call.
my angel cup here.
Okay. Don't jinx them. Let's make that call.
He calls to the bullpen for
Beer.
I was very excited when I found this one. This is a collaboration between Karl Strauss and Russian River.
Oh, I have had this beer.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, where'd you have it?
I had it at my local hipster bar.
Wow,
That's
AKA
right.
Whole Foods.
Yep,
Nice.
beer and a burger.
Yes, this is the new California IPA, 6.5%, 60 IBUs as opposed to 0 on the last one. 4.0 on Untapped and an 87 on Beer Advocate. Says Karl Strauss and Russian River may hail from different parts of California, but we have still managed to enjoy countless beers together over the past 30 years. The most recent time was special. We didn't just drink beer, we brewed one. A collab of this magnitude between two iconic breweries warrants something different. A modern IPA with a fresh and vibrant flavor profile thanks to a new hop cultivar. So fancy.
Cuchamad, what the fuck is that?
Introducing new California IPA, brewed with Pato, P-A-H-T-O, Pato, hops for a clean bitterness. Strata, Yukonot, Amarillo, and Idaho 7 hops add notes of citrus, berry, tropical fruit, and pine. Here's to longtime friends and new adventures together.
There you go.
What do you fellas think?
Damn good.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Do you like it now and with a burger?
Oh my God. A burger would really hit the spot right now. It's funny because they know how to order my burger already. Everybody. I'll just go in. They go, oh yeah, medium burger, pepper jack cheese with bacon. I go, yeah, that's how I want it.
Now, when you walked in a couple weeks ago, did they almost kick you out?
Why?
Sans beard?
I had my man bun rocking, so that was all right.
You don't fit in here anymore.
Yeah.
You're not one of us.
I had my flannel and my man bun.
Oh, thank God.
My vape pen, so I was okay.
Do you even vape, bro? I get a lot of pine on the nose with some tropical fruits. I'm going to take a swig.
Man, it's so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
A lot of that dankness.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of went old school with this one.
They did.
If you expect anybody to go old school, it's Russian River and Karl Strauss.
For them to collab on that and say we're going to just hit them off old school.
Yeah.
Dude.
Who needs East Coast, West Coast when you got NorCal, SoCal?
You know what I'm saying? They're
This is
connecting,
good.
y'all.
Yeah, this is clean. This drinks extremely easy. Especially, I mean, 6.5 not huge, but it goes down like it's 4.5.
Correct.
I think it cleans up nicely. You get left with like a little bit of dank and not a whole lot else. Leaves you wanting more, which I think is a great sign of a beer.
Yes.
Quenches the thirst. I think this would be a great beer to float around with. I say that a lot, but
I know.
Really, I mean, this is so fucking clean.
I saw you in an inner tube already. It's like he's going to go for it.
Yes, I am. So I don't know. Scott, what say you?
Oh, 100%. Right at the very end where you get that dank, and then the tropicals, like it's kind of like several tastes. It's like a carousel of tastes.
A carousel of taste.
Carousel of taste.
That's a good drop. I gotta pull that.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like when you first drink it, you get one taste, and then later,
It's true.
in the beverage, it's like
I'll co-sign that.
Yeah, I get behind that. One of them's Karl Strauss, the other one's Russian River. You tell me which one is which.
That's right.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah,
really
man,
easy to
that's-
drink.
ooh.
Yeah.
Good
Now,
job, guys.
I hate to do this to any brewery.
Hmm?
But
Like leave.
yeah, would you prefer this beer or our first beer?
Oh, damn you.
It's not really fair. They're very
Wow.
different. So
Yeah.
maybe it's not choosable, but this to me is like so clean. I could drink it, I could pound it, but I think the flavor on the first one, which I really love that hot
what
juiciness.
warranted this comparison?
I don't know. Maybe it's not fair. Maybe I should just cut this part out. You guys can tell me if it's not a fair comparison, because they're really not the same stuff. You know what? It's not fair. I'm going to stop now.
Okay.
I'm moving on. Back to the news. Second Chance Beer Co., one of my favorites out of San Diego, was named Small Business of the Year by the 77th District or whatever district they're in. They're doing a lot of good, a lot of charities, a lot of second chances for people, if you will, and most importantly, a lot of good beer. Lagunitas is going to start brewing Newcastle. They're going to do contract brewing for Newcastle. Newcastle owned by Heineken. Lagunitas also owned by Heineken.
Fuck, that's confusing.
Right. So now they're going to start contract brewing some Newcastle, which is weird. Of all the things to contract brew, you think like Newcastle would contract brew for Lagunitas.
It's like beer laundering. I swear to God. I'm like, who the fuck is the middleman and what
Smuggling malt of their
the hell? No
butt.
kidding, dude.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. So I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, man.
That might be bad news for Lagunitas. Are they not doing so well? They just laid off like 12% of their workforce.
Oh, man.
And now they're contract brewing Newcastle, which, can anybody tell me the last time they had a Newcastle? Anybody?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I honestly,
Same here.
I don't think I've had a Newcastle since I was underage drinking.
I've had one.
I can't. If I did, I cannot remember.
Yeah, I used to like when they had like the Halloween like seasonal. It was like called like Wolf Blood or something like that, or Werewolf is what it was called.
Oh, from Newcastle?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That was a good beer.
You should call it Wolf Cop.
Oh, it would still be in print right now.
That's true.
Yeah, it would still be in distribution.
Yeah. I didn't know they did that.
Print. You don't print beer.
Distribution.
That's right.
The Brewers Association has released a documentary about craft beer, and it's called About Craft Beer. And they're letting breweries screen it for free. So look for a brewery near you to be screening the About Craft Beer documentary. It's got a lot of big names in beer. Sam Adams is, what's his name? Koch, whatever. Jim Koch.
How are we not in this?
Right?
We should be in the documentary.
I think they forgot somebody.
I think they did.
And it's us.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you can make it up to us right now and be on the show next week.
I guess.
Yeah.
If you must.
Yeah.
But you could just make some edits.
It's true.
I know how to edit. Just hand me the movie.
Yeah.
I'll get us in there.
There you go.
I'm an editor.
That's right.
Yeah, so look for screens near you. Check out the Brewers Association website. They've got all the info.
Not till we're in it.
Huh?
Not until we're in it.
Right, that's what I meant.
They could put us at the end credits, I think.
Like the outtakes or something.
Or you stick around at the end of a Marvel movie to see like the end
Oh,
credit
yeah.
scene. Like, hey, it'd be you gotta stick around. The Unfiltered Gentlemen are gonna be at the end.
Yeah, we could be the bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that idea.
And we could do like a Bueller thing like Deadpool did. Like, you're still here? The movie's over. Go home.
That'd be good. That should be us.
Yes.
Call us Brewers Association.
Do it. We got it all planned
You
out.
still got time. We're not mad yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Don't want to make us mad.
Almost.
That clock is ticking, though.
Yeah.
True that.
Tick.
You don't want to make us
Tock.
mad.
As soon as we get sober.
Yeah. You'd be waiting a while, though. You don't want to see me when I'm sober.
Ooh.
A Clearwater, Florida man.
You had me at Florida, man.
Yeah. Drunk driver hits car in Clearwater parking lot, then the car owner. A Pinellas County man is behind bars facing several charges after police say he drove drunk and hit another person's car twice, then hit the person for telling him to stop.
Fuck, that's 3 mistakes there. 3 strikes, you're out.
Clearwater police say 64-year-old Charles Voigt pulled his truck into a parking lot spot on South Belcher Road just before 7 p.m. On Thursday, it hit another person's car. An arrest report says Voigt then backed out of the parking spot and hit another car a second time before starting to drive off. According to police, the owner of the other car saw what happened and tried to stop Voigt to exchange information with him. First mistake. The man says he yelled to Voigt, "Stop! You just hit my car." I'm sure that's not what he yelled. And stood in front of Voigt's truck, according to the arrest
that's
report.
smart.
Yeah. Vaught told the victim to shut up and get out of his way.
Better get out of his way.
Yeah.
This sounds like a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah. Police say Voigt then backed into another unoccupied vehicle and pulled forward towards the victim. The victim was hit by the
How
car.
else are you going to park?
Huh?
How else are you going to park?
That's true.
Yeah, you wait till you hit the crocodile, I guess.
Turn left at the alligator. What was it? The victim was then hit by the car on the left side and knocked to the ground. Voigt then left the scene, according to the report, but was later stopped by Clearwater police officers. Police say Voigt showed signs of impairment.
Oh, boy.
And had the strong odor of alcohol in his breath
No.
when taken into custody. They performed sobriety tests. He refused to perform sobriety tests or submit a breath test. According to the arrest report, officers found 2 32-ounce beer cans, one empty and one half empty, in Voigt's truck. He was arrested and charged with aggravated battery with a motor vehicle, driving without a license, third offense, and refusal to submit to testing and DUI, third or subsequent offense. So he's done all these multiple times.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Voigt is a classy Florida citizen.
Hey,
DD is.
Big props to him for being drunk before 7 p.m.
True.
Holy shit.
Yeah. He doesn't wait for that sun to go down.
Yeah, he's a warrior.
Yeah, he is. God. And then finally, Apartments.com have put together a list of the 10 best cities for beer lovers. And the qualifications were cities with populations over 50,000 people.
Where will I move?
Yeah, over 50,000 people and at least 5 breweries. And calculating the number of breweries per 100,000 people in specific locations. Do you guys want to take guesses? You want me to just run down it?
Well, now I don't know if San Diego or Chula Vista is going to be in that list. You know what I mean?
It's funny you should say that.
That technicality rule.
Yeah, you're not totally wrong. You're
Okay.
only somewhat wrong. All right, so number 10, Pensacola, Florida. Number 9, Fort Collins, Colorado. Number 8, Greenville, South Carolina. 7, Leesburg, Virginia. 6, Vista, California, which is just north of San Diego.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I looked this up because I know San Diego fairly well. So I looked up like Vista, and they are just west of Escondido, where like Stone, Port, Lost Avenue, those are.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Escondido. This is Vista. So within Vista, I typed in breweries, and some popped up. They don't not have breweries, but San Diego proper has way more. I mean, maybe they just have only 8 people that live in Vista, California. I don't know. I don't know how they made the list.
So you were pretty interested on that answer
I
as
was,
well, right?
because why was it Vista?
Exactly.
Yes.
Interesting.
Number 5, Boulder, Colorado, followed by Kalamazoo, Michigan. 3, this makes sense, Bend, Oregon. Number 2, Portland, Maine. Number 1, Asheville, North Carolina. Our shout out to the Asheville.
It's interesting that they don't. That's the second list that hasn't had San Diego as the name.
San Diego proper keeps getting left off.
Yeah,
these lists.
It's a motherfucker.
Yeah. Now I know that San Diego will count kind of like San Diego County when they count their breweries,
right?
But there's still a lot in San Diego City.
Yeah,
they must just have such a big population that it's not. But San Diego doesn't have that big a population because they're like 140 on the top. You know,
right.
on the TV charts, whatever you call it. So I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, it is really weird because it's just awesome. Like even here in California, like we live in great cities, I think, but we still go visit San Diego, and it's like, it's like, oh my God, this city is a paradise.
Yes.
And there's breweries left and right.
It's like beer mecca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got those birds you can take and just like go from brewery to brewery.
Birds? Oh, the scooter things?
Yeah, those little scooters.
You are a hipster.
That's right.
Yeah. Get that beard back.
That's true.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Yes.
maybe I won't take those anymore because I don't have a beard. So
Have you been on one for real?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it cool? Does it work well? Do you just like scan it or
Better
something?
than driving, but I don't think it is.
Have you done it in San Diego?
Yeah.
Oh, last time I was in San Diego, I could hardly walk, let alone ride a scooter.
Hey, man.
I don't know how I got back to bed.
That's what I thought. I was like, well, I can't drive, so this is it.
Right.
You still have to like scan your license and everything, but like,
It's a bad idea.
I know it is, right? Because it's like, hey, you can operate a motor vehicle.
Yeah, you can still get a DUI for a scooter.
I'm like, no, this is a vessel, sir. I'm traveling.
Asshole.
driving.
I'm a sovereign citizen.
Yeah. I'm a traveler, not a driver.
And I'm drunk.
I'm not drunk. I'm intoxicated.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Jesus. I hate those people. All right, that's it for us. Thank you all for listening. Thanks for joining along. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure you find us on the interwebs at theunfilteredgentleman.com, on the social medias at unfilteredgens, except for Twitter. Nope, that was Twitter, at unfilteredgens. The rest of social media is at the Unfiltered Gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, get this man a beer. And don't forget to leave us a voicemail. Drunk dial us 805-538-BEER. That's 2337. That's it for us. I hope everyone in the meantime is staying extremely well hydrated. And on that note, good night, everybody.